Hello and welcome to this higher tier GCSE lesson on expanding squares. First thing for you to do is this do now task. Expand the brackets and simplify your answer. You can use whichever working out method you would like to. Pause the video while you work through them. Okay, answers. A is 4x squared take away 9. B, 6x squared plus 5x take away 6. Make sure you are marking these. C, negative 6x squared plus 5x plus 6. D, negative 6x squared plus 5xy plus 6y squared. And E, negative 6x squared plus 9xy take away 4x plus 6y. Notice here that this last one cannot be simplified since there are no like terms. So today we're going to be looking at expanding the square of a binomial. Now we've already looked at what a binomial is, and that is an expression that has two terms added together. So whenever we see a bracketed term squared, such as this, x take away 2 squared, that means we are multiplying that term or that expression by itself. So that means this time we're going to write down the bracket twice and then use whichever method we would like. Now our example actually uses different values. We're going to expand x plus 3 squared. So let's copy this down. The first thing we do is we write the question as it was initially, and then we write the bracket twice. If we don't do that, we are very likely to make mistakes. So make sure you write down that bracket twice as part of your working. You can choose whichever method you like to expand these brackets, but I'm going to use the expansion method. So I have got x and brackets x plus 3, and then plus 3 bracket x plus 3. We expand and simplify, so x squared plus 6x plus 9 as our final answer. You're going to have a go at some like this. So write down the question, write down the bracket twice and show your working before writing your answer. Pause the video while you work through these questions. Okay, let's mark these. Okay, pause the video while you mark your work. Okay, we're going to have a look at some slightly more challenging questions. All that's different is the coefficient of the x term is not going to be 1 or negative 1. So, same as before, let's copy down this example. We are going to write down the bracket twice. So we'll write the initial question and then we'll write down the bracket twice. Using your preferred method, you're going to expand these brackets. I've chosen FOIL. So there you can see the arrows linking up which terms we are multiplying. So we end up expanding and simplifying. We get 9x squared take away 12x plus 4. So have a go at these questions. You are going to write down the question, write the bracket twice before showing your working and the answer. Pause the video while you work through these. Here are a couple of problem-solving questions for you to have a go at. And now let's mark those answers. I pause the video while you mark them. Okay, we're going to go back to an example we looked at earlier. We only looked at part A earlier. Part B is now applying this knowledge to solve numerical problems. So that is our gold objective that you can see at the side. So we're just going to write down what we did the first time round for this example. So for part A, we expanded using the expansion method, and we got x squared plus 6x plus 9. Now part B tells us to use that answer to find the value of 1003 squared. So if we look at the similarity between the algebraic expression squared and 1003 squared, we can see that x should be 1000. That means we're going to substitute 1000 into that quadratic expansion. So we're going to have 1000 squared plus 6 times 1000 plus 9. Now this is something that you should be doing without a written method and without a calculator. You should be able to do this in your head. And then we can add those three values together to get 1,006,009. You're now going to have a go at a few questions like this. So a hint for you for question 1 is to let x plus 4 equal 104. So that will help you work out what value of x to use when you do part B. Okay, have a go at these, pause the video while you work through them. Okay, here are the answers. Mark your work. Right, we are at the end of this short topic on expanding squares. See you next time. Goodbye.